New assignment. All right, so this is how to put an image on a an object on a background photo. Okay, so I'm gonna go to perspective. No, wait, I'm sorry. View, create camera from view. So I just named it shot cam because I know what it is. I'm gonna go to display. No, wait, is it display? I don't think it's display. Object. Environment, that's what it is, right? So we go to create, and then I'll click right here, and I'll find an image. Desktop, what is it? MY? Yeah, take this one, right? So we have this image in here, and it's connected to our camera, right? It's in our image plane. And if you want to mess with it, I don't see any reason to, unless you want to see the grid, right? So now what I want to do is I want to align my grid to this, because what I want to do is I want to put an object in this environment, but I need to basically use this to line up my perspective. So there's a few ways we can do it. I can look at it like this and go, okay, I'm gonna line it off of this. I can look at it from this angle over here and try to align it, but I think I'm going to do it from this side over here. So what you have to do is you kind of have to find an image where there's like a hard edge kind of thing, and then we can base it off of this. Okay, I think that's good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna lock my camera. So I'm gonna select it, and then I'm going to lock it, all right? So can't move. Now I'm going to go here and get a cube. And this cube, that perspective looks crazy. Yeah, this perspective looks kind of crazy. So I'm gonna unlock my camera. I think I'm going to try to get it in a different area. This actually works a little bit better on on images that have longer, I guess, planes. I'm trying to make it work with this. Oh, you know what? I'll do it with this right here. So I'll use this shadow. Okay, and I hope you all can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to take that edge, that middle edge, and kind of align it down this. Okay, so let's say that's it right there. Select my camera, lock it. This H. Still doesn't look quite right. So let me try this one last time. I'll use this one. All right, so try this one. Cube. All right, that looks more like it. Okay. So I'll have this right here. And you know what we'll do? We'll just do a quick Arnold render. Okay. And we see what's going on right here. Right? We have our cube right here. Let me give it a material. Assign new material. Arnold. Instant surface. Let's give it another one. No. You know what? We need a light. So I'll go over here to lights. I'll get a sky dome light. Go here. Let's get ourselves a nice HDRI. Downloads. Moonless Golf. I'll try this one. Wait for it to load. And also, when things are loading, never click stuff. That's how you get crashes, right? So what I like to do is I just like to go with my mouse back and forth until I see these things light up. So I know everything's all good. All right, so the HDRI is in there. Let's do another play just to see. It's taking a little while. Okay, we see it in there. Okay, cool, cool. Now let's do this. Let's go to poly modeling and give it a plane. This one. So I'm taking this. All right. And now we'll just give it another one. Just to see. Okay, so we see it on top of here. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, right click, assign new material, Arnold. And now this is the difference, right? We're not going to use AI standard surface for the first time ever. We're going to use AI shadow matte. So now if I press play, that plane is gone, and whatever is here in the photo is now the shadow matte. Now we can see a whole lot of stuff over there. That's only because the sky dome, well, sky dome right here is showing we're seeing it through well, I guess we're seeing the image. Now to disable the image, we should just be able to go down to this. I don't know if y'all remember, but one class it wasn't working and then it like worked at some point. So we'll see. Okay, yeah. So now it's doing it. It's giving us the lighting, but without the that image. Cool. So we're on our way. Now, the key to doing this, first let me just get a little bevel. Just because I need that. All right. Segments of 2 or more. Quit. All right. So now comes the time to try to integrate it in the scene. I don't know. I mean, this HDRI, it could give us different looks if I rotate it. I guess we might as well just see, right? If I get this, click E. Well, I guess whatever area I'm at, I can't really see it. So I'll just go over here and I can just hold down control and middle mouse button click and kind of this rotates the HDRI. So we're not going to see the image or anything, but some of the light should change. Like I said, you just got to be specific on the HDRI you pick. But what I'm going to try to do is try to get this glow from this fire. So I'm going to go to Arnold Lights, area light. Now take this. I'll bring this like over here. Kind of in this section of this fire. Now right now this is an area light, so you already know what that is. That's a square. But what we want is, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change it to, well, I guess I could change it to any of these shapes. So cylinder, disc. We'll see what this looks like right now. Let me turn it to 25. Turn it down, 15, 8. Okay, so we're starting to see the shine a bit. Okay, it might give us something cool, but I'm going to do something a little different. So I'm going to introduce you to another light type. And that is by going to create lights, and we'll go to point light, right? So a point light gives you something that's like it's just a point in space, like a candle light or a light bulb. So it's an omni light, which means omni means all directions. So it's going to emit just like, yeah, like I said, a light bulb, all directions. So instead of going here where we go to color and intensity, we do not use these at all. Unless you want to turn it all the way off, you could like take it to 0. But like, we never use these. We go to the Arnold setting and we use these settings right here. So as always, I'm gonna go in, crank it to 20. See if anything's happening. Nothing's happening. Oh, bugging, wrong area. I was in the radius. Meant to say exposure. So let's go to 20. So this is the same thing. These are original Maya lights, but they've been they given this Arnold tab to work with Arnold. So don't mess with this. You want to mess with these. 20, 10, 8. It's okay. We're seeing it there. Part of this is that surface. We probably need a little bit more roughness, right, to disperse that light. Then I want that color to kind of match. This is just me for like this project, I guess, this thing. So I'm gonna take my color picker again, this right here, maybe get a lighter area. I don't know why that made it darker. Positive, I was in a lighter area. And then, you could always hit this. So all I'm trying to do is kind of match this with this color right here. All right, and then we have our light. And with this light, I can kind of do the same thing. I mean, I could use color temperature if I really wanted to, but yeah, let me see, exposure. So I'm just trying to give it the effect like that was really in there. And that's pretty much the whole point of this. To try to integrate the object in the scene, um, yeah, make it look like it belongs. So of course, this is a kind of quick thing, but hopefully you all are getting the point. But it's a back and forth between the lights, the light exposure, and like the material, I guess. But once you get the lighting right, especially, then you can put anything else in there. So if that's close enough, I can go ahead and put a sphere. Or whatever else. I just got to assign it the same material. Not the shadow matte, of course. Yeah, he's got some roughness issues. But if I get those roughness issues down, I should have something solid. Oh yeah, and then it's also specular weight. So yeah, but you get the point. With some tweaking, we can get this looking correct. So let me show you all this. Oh, this is not a good one. It's supposed to be a sequence of pictures. Do this one. Well, the original idea was to I'm sure y'all recognize this. This is I think the fields the other way facing these letters, or that's the opposite way the letters are facing. Um so the idea is to get a picture. Like this one would be a lot easier because of the this 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 edge right here and this. I cannot find this picture, but I guess I should have took better pictures before I did it. But the idea was to do this and to have a picture, lay out the grid, and put a plane on it, and uh, take pictures of areas on campus. And I was gonna say, put the Bison logo and things like that. But for this, all I'd like for you to do is at least, at the very least, take the picture, map it out, and try to get the lighting right. I wouldn't even care if it's just like a cylinder, because we can put in different things later on. But I mean, ideally, I would like to see like a logo, like kind of like the one you were supposed to make, um, and just put it integrate it into like some area somewhere. Like for example, I had a student who had something with the Nike logo, right? So I was saying, okay, you can go in the Nike store or in the mall or something, take a picture of the sign, or you could even take a picture of a random wall and then just put that Nike logo there. And all it is a matter of building that geometry. In the same way as I built that floor, um, let me show you. Same way I did the floor, we can also do sections of it like this. I mean, this right here, I'm not gonna build this out like with these little pieces like that, but if we had a cube, let's say in this area, right, to represent what this piece is, and if we have another light over here, then that would represent a shadow. Well, I'll show you to me. I'm gonna have to add the shadow catcher to it. But if I put a shadow catcher material, so design existing, I mean shadow matte, my bad. And if I had a light behind this, so let me go over here, perspective, Arnold's lights, area light. So if I have a light behind here, and that is there, um, what I can do is now use this thing as a shadow. I think I should have chose a better photo. When I did this, use this photo before, if you were in my other class, it worked out a lot better. But this would make a shadow so that this wouldn't well, I guess we would have to like push these over here. If we really wanted to match, we would push these shapes over here, or no, I guess we could keep them there. But the shape would match this, and that light would shoot over the back, and we would see the shadow from this. So everything that has a shadow catcher material on it would either create a shadow or catch a shadow. I hope this is making sense. If it's not making sense, just chime in and I'll try to clear it up. But basically, I like for you, at least for this next class, to take 3 photos and integrate yeah, something within them. Like any type of log object. I'd like for it to be like words or text, ideally. Um, and also, I want to show you something else really quick. The same way I was trying to do this, the shadow catcher works on walls. So Control D. If this was a wall, kind of like the one in the example I was showing, like I said, this picture, it's not working out the best. But in my other program, my other class, it was. I guess it depends on the program you're doing this in that makes it easier. But yeah, you would build out this geometry right here, and this would catch shadows too. And it also catch light. So if you have a light that's reflecting and it's hitting this, then it'll kind of reflect off the wall as well. Shadow matte. Yeah, this is at least in my eye, this one's a little bit tricky. But yeah, it's basically how it works. And like I said, if you have an image that is